Good morning, traders, and welcome to this week's weekly market analysis, Monday, the 24th of June. All right, this week I've got posted over here on the side of me everything that's coming out in terms of data. The two highlights that I'll point out is we have from Australia our inflation CPI numbers due out on Wednesday, so that's key. I guess what we're all interested in is interest rates and mortgages. Inflation is a big indicator as to what steps the RBA will take next. So let's see what those figures come out as. That's on Wednesday. The other highlight for the week is from the US, the unemployment claims, and that is on Thursday. So I've got them all listed here. Just take a look, make sure that we don't get caught in anything that we do not want to be part of. Let's kick off our analysis this week with our local Aussie dollar. Okay, Aussie dollar, we've been tracking this converging triangle for quite some time. Last week, let me just zoom in so we can see a bit better. Last week, I highlighted these two, well, actually 2 weeks in a row. The first week we did this one and we took one trade down, which worked out for us. And last week, let me just get rid of that mark. Last week, I flagged those two, and if you did take that trade, at the moment, you'd still be in the trade. The trade would have entered around about there. So it did go in our way, then it's gone backwards, and now it's come back down, and it's slightly negative if you're still in that trade. If you didn't take that, and this is the first time that you're looking at this chart, there is a third entry right now. Let me show you. If I highlight these two candles here, the third one, so let me just get rid of that. I'll leave them there because I want to check on them next week. But there's a third one there, and this is an engulfing candle. The red one is engulfing the blue one over here. So the way that you would have traded this one is you would have entered the market at that point there, and you're slightly up if you've done it that way. Now, if you entered the first trade, well, the first one would have finished, but if you entered the second one and you're still in the trade and you see this one again now, entering one more time, you're kind of doubling up on your position. So you need to refer to whatever your trading rules are. If your trading rules allows you to do that, well, then that's fine. But if it doesn't, well, then don't do it. Okay? So just be aware of that. Just because I get multiple signals, and whilst I'm still in there, just realize that I am increasing my exposure to that one movement. Okay? So there you have it. That's the Aussie US dollar. If you're seeing this for the first time, there is one that's just triggered right now. All right, let's move along. Let's have a look at the Euro USD. Similar story. We've been tracking this converging triangle, and last week I said we were over here somewhere last week, around about there somewhere, and I said let's wait, see if we can get towards that marker that I put in, and we are just there right now. So let me zoom in. Let me just make some adjustments, see if I can make this look a little bit prettier. Okay, I'm happy with that. Zoom in now. All right, and let me change this marker. The two candles that I'm looking at are these two over here. Now, at the moment, this little red one, that one there that I've just pointed to, that's this morning's candle. So we still need to wait for this one to complete. But should it complete the way that it's looking right now, it would be a set of inside candles, which signifies reversal. And that would mean that tomorrow morning, when the next candle starts, we could place an order to enter the market at the break of the inside candle. So the highest point on the inside candle is there at the moment. So tomorrow we would basically be entering there when the next candle forms. Now, of course, if this candle shape changes and that high is higher, well, then you need to act accordingly. Okay, but for now, it looks like there might be a possibility of an entry of a buyer signal tomorrow morning. So make sure that we have this one into our short hot list. Okay, all right, let's move along. Let's have a look at the US yen. So for the last maybe 3-4 weeks, month, whatever it is, I've left these two marks on my chart, and I said that the market, because of that big spike up and down, I really wanted the market to sort of exit that area before I start to get interested in this market again. Look, it's happening right now. We are leaving this area right now. So what will happen now is once we move away even if the market then comes back in, then the panorama is totally different and we can look for different types of trades. So that's good because it will put our USD back into play. No trade here right now, but just note that it is moving away from that area that we marked out. Okay, all right, let's have a look at the cable, the GBP USD. Okay, this one again, we were tracking a converging triangle, and last week we marked out an entry. The highlighted candles here, that was our entry. So for those of you who took that trade, your entry was there at the break of the inside candle down, and that trade is down, is just about hitting target, very, very close. Some of you may have already closed out, some of you may still be in the trade, but it's definitely in the correct direction. So if you're there, play it out as per your trading rules. But at the moment, we're not going to do anything because we still have a position there. Okay, so that's our GBP USD. Let's move along. Let's have a look at oil, WTI. Okay, oil, I recall from last week that I was particularly interested in this area here just to see. I was still looking for a pullback in this area to hopefully trade downwards. I didn't get any. There is no signal in this cluster of candles, and instead what happens is it's pushed up. Now, since this high is now higher than that downward momentum trade is no longer on the cards. So I'm not looking for that at all now. And really, I'm just waiting for this market to settle in a little bit, and let's see what the next possibility may bring us. At the moment, there's nothing happening on this particular chart for us. Okay, so we leave oil alone for this week, which brings us to our last one, which is gold. Okay, gold. I flagged this trade for us. When was this? I think it was a week and a half ago, this one here. And I said, we have an entry, we have a signal, it's a reversal, it's, what do you call this, a channel, horizontal channel. The entry to this trade was around about that level there. And you can see on this particular trade, it's already moved forward, and the distance that it's gone forward is significantly bigger. So what I'm saying is that distance is bigger than this distance where the stop would have been. This trade has already finished out. So for those of you who took this gold trade, well done to you. At the moment, the way that gold sits right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to place two markers in my chart. And my markers are going to be here again and up here. If the market goes to either one of these markets, these regions, I will be looking from down here to trade it back up if I get the reversal confirmation that I'm looking for, or if it goes up, I'll be looking to trade it back down again if I get my reversal confirmation. Okay, so there you have it. That is our analysis for this week. Guys, again, over here next to me, I have posted what news is coming for this particular week. The highlights is the Aussie dollar, which is the inflation figures due out on Wednesday. And from the US, we also have the unemployment claims that is due out on Thursday. Take note, pause the video, make sure you don't get caught in any trades that you don't want to be part of. Have a great trading week, and I'll speak to you next week for the weekly market analysis. Bye for now.